how to get a scalable and sustainable network infrastructure. I'm here with Neil McRae, Chief Networks Strategist at Juniper Networks. We're here at Mobile World Congress. It's great to be here. Thank you for inviting me. And to answer this question, maybe you can explain a little bit, what does it mean, scalable and sustainable, how to get such a network infrastructure?
Yeah, so look, Juniper, we've been building networks for over 20 years. We're a leader in our space, and what's become important for customers is building networks that not only fit the purpose of functionality, but fit the purpose of sustainability. So how much energy is it using? How much carbon is it creating? And not just the network itself, but the entire process, from how we box components, what materials we use, but also in the technology that we use, including our silicon, and how we put that together to create a sustainable platform. But then also ensuring that customers have visibility of what energy they're using and how they might optimize that for their use cases. In that process, we're using a lot of automation, because trying to do this manually is almost impossible, and we've got our tool Apstra together with our Mist AI that allows us to see what energy you're using, to be able to tailor it, but also to do important things like flag that actually this part of the network's not in use. We're gonna wind it down, we're gonna turn it down, we're not gonna use it because you don't need it right now. But then be able to scale up in a way that's sustainable for your, it could be for your AI application, or it could be for a special event that you've got. Apstra will allow you to scale out the network for the on-demand use cases that you may have.
And can you give some examples from either use cases or from client cases?
Yeah, so we have a customer we work with in the UK, and they do a lot of work with educational organisations, and exam times is a busy time for them. So they need to scale up their capability during exam times to create the exams, to mark them, to track them, and also a lot of exams today in universities and such are actually online. So you need a capability to be able to run that. So they are using our platform at exam time to kind of spool up their compute capability, their networking capability, and to connect all the universities across the country.
So just use as they need it, but don't spill any energy, any...
Absolutely, and be able to give their users on-demand capability without using energy that isn't there. I mean, back in the early days of the internet, when I was building the internet, we just left everything on. Those days, you just can't operate like that. It's expensive. It's not great for the environment, and also for customers. Increasingly, our customers are facing regulation around what CO2 they're generating. So we need to be able to actually show them in our network, well, actually, here's how much CO2 you're using, so that they can report effectively and so that they can manage their own environment. What's crucial to that are some of the technology developments that we're doing. Our newest silicon is far less power hungry. It's got a huge number of capabilities to optimize power and to turn parts of the silicon off when you don't need it. We're building things into routing protocols so that you can actually take the most low energy path through a network. These are standards that we're working on with the wider community, but we're really focused on building the network that gives you the scale you need when you need it, but in a sustainable way.
And what kind of tips do you have for all the watchers that are thinking about it but not doing it yet?
Yeah, I mean, I think this has to form a part of your overall strategy. I see many customers trying to kind of bolt it on top. So we have this what we call network modernization. So in that network modernization toolkit, there's automation, there's sustainability, there's new features and functionality, and for many, at least on the service provider side, creating new services. And we see that as a kind of parcel of network evolution, and then bringing AI and automation as a kind of a layer on that. That AI and automation allows you to do those four things. I've seen a lot of customers try to do this manually with Excel spreadsheets and stuff like that. Honestly, that just doesn't work. You might get the first picture, but trying to maintain it. So I would say automation is critical. I would say look at this as a strategic component of your overall network strategy, and also experiment. We're experimenting with liquid-based technologies as well. Air cooling is probably not the future. So how do you bring that experimentation into your strategy? And the only way you can understand building a strategy like that is to try it. And actually, that's where we come in. We work with many customers to help them build that strategy, so that not only do they have a network that's right for their customers, it gives them the great experience, it's automated, it's sustainable, and it's got the return that they're going to need as a service provider to create the new services that customers want.
Neil, great tips. And for everybody who's watching here from MWC, thank you for watching, and we're looking forward to that you follow these type of great tips, and looking forward to seeing you next time.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks.